How would y'all feel to play a little bit of mysteries right now? But that sounds like a very good activity to me. But man, I feel like that. I felt well, an obligation, but I felt like this was a good time to. Oh, well, it looks like we got a little bit of beef. I mean, like what's this right here? Looks very fucking interesting. So why don't we get into what's it's? Let's get juicy. Why don't we? So I understand that Cody Rhodes just recently went on he went back, I guess, on Valet. Yeah, the Valet, yeah, Chris Van Lay Valet podcast. He did an interview just now, like hours ago, and it kind of, yeah, pretty sure the AEW cuckolds caught a wind of it, and it did stir a little bit in the IWC. that drama has grown to be a bit fruitful right now. But yeah, let me let's I got an article right here for y'all, and why don't we right into that? All right, I'm just trying to get to the. All right. So Cody Rhodes. All right, Cody Rhodes says, wait, what? Speaking with Chris Van Villake, Rhodes was asked about his role in the creation of AEW and how he was viewed by the fans. Rhodes stated that while there might be an alternative narrative from fans about his time in the promotion, he still looks back on it fondly. So you ever see the end of The Dark Knight? Again, it's super convulsing. I'm not comparing myself to Batman, but there's a piece of it that's really important to certain fans from the AEW fandom. they need the story to be, they didn't want me, they pushed me out. He was bad. They need that story. They need me to be the villain, and I was always finally accepting that because of that respect I have in the first place. Don't even understand why he would, but I mean, carry on. He basically also calling now that we already know that already, yeah, but he basically calling the AEW fan base toxic as fuck. How how difficult it was to do the original All In, how unbelievable the feeling was to do Double or Nothing, how unfortunate we were that Tony wanted to invest in his vision, and he had a vision as well. How special Matt and Nick was in the BT era, and Kenny and my rivalry in New Japan, especially from a dollars and cents point. They made that made New Japan more money than anything it ever did, and it made Ring of Honor go through the roof at the time. Really? Oh, I guess that was unheard of to me. So regardless of any petty squabbles, I will always have a love for it. I got to wrestle Brody Lee's final match. I got to lead young people behind the scenes. I'll always have a love for it. I'm sure there's some negative stuff, but I just remember loving it. And I also know that I knew that I was leaving. Oh, so he pretty much knew. I mean, yeah, I always had that sentiment too. Because he pretty much knew he was done. I mean, he pretty much knew, what the deal was. He was leaving and eventually going back to WWE because he knew the bullshit that was spurring, whether it was Tony Khan or the Young Bucks or whatever. So he knew he was leaving. I knew it was a season. I knew this isn't gonna last, and there's something greater for me out there. I know that might sound negative to people, but it's not. That's the biggest prize in the wrestling game. If you put on boots, that's the one. I just wanted to go and get it, and I had nothing but respect for my time out there. I got to sharpen my skills, like Hulkamania in AWA, right before it came to WWE. Sorry, Cody, but you're not. You're no Hulk Hogan. It's the same. The energy was there. The renaissance was happening. It just wasn't company based. It was also just there. I just have a lot of love for it, but I got to sharpen my skills. By the time I got to WrestleMania in WWE, I felt like, okay, I got to come back a complete package. I'm in command of how this music goes, but I'm in command of who the American Nightmare is, and I can know that and understand it better than a writer or producer, and thankfully we all have those things, but yeah, nothing but love. I'm trying to get something bad to say. Yeah, I'm trying to, because I saw the clip too. I saw the clip, and the clip of him talking about the Young Bucks, and about how he didn't like how they portrayed him. Woo! Yeah, I'm about to come on it now. I hated that in the Young Bucks book. They said I was the last at the signing. That's because that's a big thing. Some of the AEW defenders who don't realize they're turning people off to their product more than they're turning people on. Ooh, even he knows. Oh shit! Even at the time, or even now. Oh damn. Yeah, I bet they. I bet they. Yeah. Now I see why they pissed. Oh yeah. When you mention that, whew, it's true. But yeah, let me get. They're turning some of the AEW defenders who don't realize they're turning people off to the product more than they're turning people on. That's the one of the things that people always cite. Oh, he was last. He wasn't a big deal to the origin. Oh, he was this guy that didn't really matter. No, this guy right. He said like this guy here, who's off camera, was the first person to ever meet Tony. He met him in the vetting process for all of us. So yes, I guess I was the last, and yes, I had different thoughts, and it wasn't incorrect at all what they said, that I was physically the last person to sign. Yes, it's not incorrect, but I was just in on it as well as anybody else. That's a little thing that when I write my book, I get to tell the story. So I guess he's gonna come out with a version. I don't know, because I kind of typed the book in and saw like, I don't know, kind of like a cartoon version of Young. I don't know. I probably got to really type in the book for Young Bucks. So and they probably, of course, they had their if they had, but yeah, of course they're gonna have their own versions, their stories to tell, and what the true story, what went down and what didn't. So yeah, pretty much Cody is basically telling it there that I'm gonna eventually some point down the line that he's gonna tell his story when need bit about, I guess, his exit and how everything went down. And what sparked everything and everything is basically his beef with the Young Bucks, yeah. And like, it really is a sight. This shit really is good because like, it really is, it feels like a very comical theme because it always doesn't it like it always comes back to the fucking Young Bucks, and I'll say that too, man. These motherfuckers, they got balls, bro. They however set of balls they got. I mean, come on, yeah, like you're probably like second to the biggest company in the world in the wrestling scene when it comes to, or according to the wrestling business. The second biggest company in the world right now, AEW. I mean, you got a boss that's backing it. Like, of course, the boss. That's an absolute. It's a man, but a 40-year-old man, but stuck. But it's like it's like a 8-year-old boy stuck in a 40-year-old man's body that snorts coke. And he's $1 billion. He's connected to his father is a billionaire. I mean, they have all the you have elite financial backing, and it's like everything, and you're the EPP, so you can like pretty much control everything and all. So it's like, no doubt that you're on top of the fucking world, but it's like, yeah, this is kind of really pissing me off too. Like, I'm actually getting pissed by this. Because, I mean, like, not to mention that, yeah, like, he was there. Cody was fucking there. I don't like Cody, but no, like, not that I need to mention it anyway. But like this, Cody was one of the pieces that involved putting AEW together. Like so, this shit is just hearing this shit is absolute, especially hearing it from his mouth too. It's just fucking ridiculous. Cody was a part of that, and they're gonna treat him as if, like, yeah, and that kind of shit, this kind of shit happens all the time. Whether it's when you talk about in the entertainment industry, in this business, and it's like, yeah, definitely, probably like when it's talking about the wrestling business was one of the ones that's just most fucked up. It's like you take a guy and you like push him to the side, you talk all this shit about him too, as if that he wasn't one of the guys that also contributed. That gave that this company is the only reason that exists is because also too he added and had and aided you to those connections. That it's the reason where AEW is where it is today. Like, yeah, like that's seriously, bro. That's a really, really. Like I said, of course, excuse my cursing, but yeah, I mean, it's truly a fucked up like thing, man. To see where they treated Cody and pushed him to the side, and you just immediately understand where Cody Rhodes is and where he is today. And wow, yeah, like these they act like with this massive shit head, like, you know, just these massive, just bongled, enormous dicks on their shoulder. They walk around like this and act as if, like, yeah, like, I mean, you can see it too, whether it's a character or not. The young fags, the young bussies, whatever you want to call these midget bitches, like, it's unbelievable how, yeah, like, the type of attitude and personality that they have, because like I said, they really strutting around, like, around there too, and act as if, like, they're the sole reason, or that they're at the pinnacle when it comes to AEW or its origins and everything like that. Like, yeah, and like I said, that's absolutely fucking, that's ridiculous. You know, that really is ridiculous. But, like, hearing that from Cody too, and, like, you know, finally hearing his side and everything like that, because I always thought as if when it came to, they had to be, like, of course, when it comes to, he probably had left on his own terms, but yeah, I mean, they pretty much did, like, they pretty much pushed him the fuck out, and, like, yeah, it's like, yeah, I mean, that's sad. I mean, like, that really is, like, that's wrong. And of course, like, I'm also kind of surprised that where Tony were. I mean, yeah, he's like, he's a suck up ass troll, or when you talking about it, like, an itty bitty fly, as far as or these guys too, as far as having their itty bitty asses up Tony's small busty keister. Man, I can't believe it. Yeah, like, it's no reason. I said, even cause I said, it really is funny though. Like, cause even with the CM Punk situation too, like, that was much more being that much more. If we talk about that as much more public and everything like that. But I feel like this, as far as, like, between Cody. And I even hear that, like, yeah, Cody's wife, like, Brandy, had a beef with the Omega and such, like, shit like that. But as far as, like, being a very public with CM Punk, because they put hands on each other, so they had no point. They had no choice in that point for it to really come out. But yeah, I mean, as far, like, it's crazy. I mean, it's crazy. I mean, like I said, I'd be really pissed too, as far as, like, if I put as much as effort as everybody else when talk into this project, and then you're gonna talk shit, and you're gonna try to put up a character and a narrative around me, as far as that they didn't need, or even also just everything, including the fans. Like, yeah, that shit is ridiculous. That is the most single piece of bullshit that I've ever seen and heard about. Wow, in as far as one of the things in the wrestling business and in this community. Wow. In all of my almost 30 years of, like, professional wrestling, that's ridiculous, bro. That really is. Damn, like I said, I don't even blame Cody. I don't, bro, because especially looking at how he was treated and how everything went down. And it's like, of course, like, the AEW cuckolds have the gall too, or like, cause I see it all over Twitter now too. But yeah, wow, like I mean, yeah, I said, I don't blame him. He does, like, he's definitely he's definitely not in the wrong here, as opposed to what. Yeah, I mean, as far as how they treated him, that's some fucked up shit. But stay blessed, y'all. Yeah, I just wanted to get on here with y'all with this. But yeah, continue to enjoy the rest of y'all day. Stay blessed, of course.